Welcome to Veterans Views Podcast from the JED TV studios on the campus of Purdue Northwest in Hammond, Indiana. Now here are your hosts, Connie Karras and Steve Bramer.
Welcome back, everybody. This is WJOB Veterans Views Podcast. I am your co-host, Connie Karras, with Steve Bramer. How are you, sir?
Good.
And, you know, we have an really exciting, one-of-a-kind podcast today because we're going to be talking to someone who is doing an amazing feat, accomplishing an amazing feat with 11 other veterans. They are literally running across the country with the U.S. colors, with the flag. And the flag
never stops.
This is a relay. It's called the Team Red, White, and Blue Old Glory Ultra Relay Team. And that
the flag never stops.
It's composed of 12 veterans on this team. And one of those veterans at all times is keeping that flag moving across the country. Now, they began on May 2nd, 2025, out of San Diego, California, and they are going to end 3,000 miles later in our beloved nation's capital, Washington, D.C. And I am just so excited to be talking this morning with one of the teammates. His name is Zach Lever, and he is a U.S. Army retired Sergeant Major from Clarksville, Tennessee. And Zach, are you with us? Are you with us this morning? How you doing?
Yes, I'm doing great, Connie.
Oh, it's so wonderful to talk to you, my friend. Now,
it sure is. It sure is. It's awesome. It's been a long time.
Yes, it's been a long time. And for our audience, Zach and I, in 2020, during the pandemic, ran virtually around the world with another team of mostly veterans, 10 veterans that changed interchangeably. But it was mostly 9 veterans. We ran virtually around the world, 30,000 miles, for a event called the Circumpolar Race Around the World, CRAW for short. So we were crawling at times. And we finished within a year. We began September 1st, 2020, and we finished actually August 31st, 2021. And Zach, you were one of the top mileage producers, and
well, tell everybody who was the top one. Connie was the top one. She's not going to say that, but she had more miles than anybody.
Oh, really? Did she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, pull out the numbers. She'll show you. She had more numbers than anybody, and I don't even think it was close.
Well, I actually have them here now that you brought that up, Zach.
Put them up.
I wasn't going to bring this up unless you did. I had 4,000.
No, do it for sure.
4,000.
Yes, I knew it was 4,000.
I had 4,313 with change, and Don Willis, oh my goodness, he had 4,075. Sally Hernandez,
awesome.
Yes, yes,
awesome.
I know. Sally and Don were like toe to toe. And
that is so cool.
You were fourth. Though, and this is nothing to balk at. You had 3,475.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was in the middle somewhere. Yeah, that's good. That was great. That was during COVID when we all had nothing to do. We're like, hey, what are we going to do? And this came up, and some phone calls, and we got connected. And boom, we were digging. What
are we going to do? And I'll tell you, we kept moving. We have formed friendships.
Yeah.
I met people from all over the country, you kept me on my toes then. You keep me on my toes now, and even though I've fallen out of running form, you haven't. And you, my friend, are doing something amazing. Why don't you tell everybody what you're doing and where you are? I see you only have 500 miles to go as of the wee hours of this morning, right?
Yeah, actually, I think we're about to go under the 400-mile mark now with Team White that's been on the flag, and Blue just took it over, and those guys are flying through the Smoky Mountains. We're right outside Pigeon Forge in our RV right now, headed down towards Knoxville to link up with the Vitamin Shop, who's been a great sponsor for us, and we have some commitments to do with them, take some pictures. The mayor of Knoxville was down there yesterday when we came through. We did a couple laps around the Vitamin Shop. We had a great police escort the entire way. But now today we're just going to do a link up and spend some time with those folks, then head back out on the road and link up and grab the flag at 1800 today. About 6 p.m. We'll get the flag back. It's quick turnaround. I mean, the minutes when you're on the flag, of course, they go a little slower. But when not, it's technically a 16-hour gap between you get it again. But those hours fly by. 2 or 3 hours, 4 hours sometimes to drive to a hotel to get forward. Hotel arrangements sometimes in the middle of the night. People are sleepy. They don't really know what's going on. They don't know who you are. So there's some logistical issues. It seems like almost every time we've done this, and then you got to turn around. And because our time with Red Team at 1800 to 02 now, we're always the ones kind of stuck in with the sponsor commitments a lot. So that cuts down on our sleep. Like last night, we just got a few hours and stuff. But we're all motivated with less than 2 days left. We have 2 more days of running for Team Red because the way the time works. And then White will take us to the finish, Team White. But, yeah, we're traveling around across the United States, 3,000 miles. Started in San Diego on the back of the USS Midway, and then headed towards Washington, D.C., raising awareness for veterans and Team RWB. And it's all about they focuses on the physical activity, and that way you can take that physical activity, and that translates clearly into mental health. So you tackle the mental health and the stuff by physical activity and motion and staying busy and camaraderie, bringing you back to other veterans. Team RWB is about 70% veterans and 30% non-veterans, so you don't have to be a veteran to join Team RWB, but it's a great organization, and it's great doing this, and an honor to do it with 12 other veterans and superstars, and I'm just thrilled. The goal is to get to D.C. and finish at the Global War on Terrorism. It's a brand new memorial being unveiled about the same time we arrive. And all of us in this deal, all of us in this deal of 12 of us are, that whole 20-year-long war with Afghanistan, Iraq, and all that, we're all veterans of that. So it's incredible. Yes. And that our big goal is $1 million to be raised. I think we're over 300,000 now, so we're a little bit short of the $500,000 mark, but we're definitely going to get there, and hopefully we get all the way to $1 million. We pick up steam in this last 48 hours or so.
That's awesome. So can I ask you a question? It sounds like you guys have 3 groups, right? And then so you have one group that's running, and then the other 2 groups are pushing forward, right? And then is that how you guys are doing it?
Yeah, essentially that's what we're doing. Sometimes you're backpedaling a little bit like we are today, getting to a sponsor, but yes.
Wow. That's so. Okay. What was the best place to run at then, so far?
Oh, for me, we were actually talking about. For me, was the wide open west of the United States, New Mexico.
Okay.
I mean, it was incredible. What was that little town we ran through that had so much support? Graham, was that New Mexico? Graham, Texas, and then Roswell. And Connie's probably familiar with that. Was just wide open, running flat, and you just beautiful. And, unbelievable.
You got to feel really small when you're in a place like that and there's like nothing around you.
You do.
Oh my goodness, yeah, nothing but a blinking RV behind you and a chase vehicle ahead of you, and it's just you, the 3 vehicles, and then you running. It's unbelievable. It's an incredible feeling because the West is still much more wide open than you realize, especially when you go at the snail's pace across the United States.
Yeah.
But I don't think, I want to give people an idea of what you're really doing. This flag never stops moving. This flag never stops. So like in a baton, you're like kind of handing off the flag like a baton from teammate to teammate, and how absolutely tiring. So, so tell me how many miles does each person run on average before handing the flag off?
Yeah, I'll get into that. I just wanted to mention, we even practice, when we switch the flags to each other, we even practice that a lot. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to save every single second we can. But every runner will run anywhere from, I think it's been anywhere from 13 to 20 miles a day. I think I had my longest mileage day the other day at like 18 or so, because sometimes you have an injury and the runner has to just recover and you can't finish. Some of our other runners, Cole, I think, had 21 or so that day. And so you get down to 3 runners, and you got to just do what you can and fight through it. But, yeah, I think the average is 13 to 17 a day for each of the runners. Yeah, that's the goal. And
every day?
Every day. At our pace, I think, is below 7:45. I think it's around 7:41, maybe 7:30 now, average pace. And we're going to get to D.C. early. I think we're projected to get to D.C. now at around 1,400 on Sunday.
So you're averaging 7 minutes, 30 seconds a mile?
Yeah, we're bringing that gap down. I think we're at 7:41 last time.
And they're carrying a large flag.
Yeah,
so
flag,
imagine if the wind's whipping that flag around. And you're still managing that pace. Yeah. That's amazing. Are you having any kind of wrist injuries or shoulder injury? Kind of injury?
Sometimes I got some kind of scarring and scabbing on my shoulders just from resting that flag on it and holding it high. But I think sometimes when it gets so bad, you got to kind of roll it up, make a fist, and kind of run it alongside you, especially when it's just torrential downstorm and stuff like that.
So you guys have rain, everything.
The flag never stops.
Connie's right. The flag never stops.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is beautiful.
That's dedication. Yes. I give you a lot of credit for that because that is.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's a different training block too. Yeah. To train for this, you just have to kind of replicate that because no one's ever really done anything like this. So we were all wondering, what's it going to be on like day 8 for the bodies? What's it going to be on like day 9?
Yeah.
And with the training, the hard training prior, which you got to put in, the body's paying off. We were peaking 2 or 3 days ago. I think we hit as a team, RWB, all the teams, red, white, blue. We hit a record 194 miles in 24 hours just recently. I think we dipped back down to 187. That's with some hills coming up through the Smokies. So, yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That is actually incredible because in 2006 I did the hood to coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I'll tell you something. It was about a 194-mile trek, and it was on a team of 6 people, and we did 194 miles in 24 hours. However, we were not carrying the U.S. But we were not carrying the U.S. colors, and we didn't go on expressways, and we didn't have to contend at night with trucks. I'm imagining you're lit up like Christmas trees. I would hope so to keep you safe, right, at night?
Yes, we are. Yes, well lit up. A lot of mandatory stuff we got to wear and gear and stuff, which is always important. So.
Well, this is amazing because you know what? I want to let everybody know it just made me cry. I went to work last Monday because, I work at the vitamin shop. I work at one of the local vitamin shops in Northwest.
That's right.
I did not know because Team Red, White, and Blue, the vitamin shop has partnered with Team Red, White, and Blue for years. We so believe in your mission and we just are you just do wonderful things for the well-being of our veterans, and thank you for that. But I didn't know until I walked into work Monday. There I saw you with your team on a big stanchion.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and
you didn't
I was
even
like,
know.
wow! I just talked to Zach this morning. This is fabulous. Yeah, that was a thrill.
Cool.
That was a thrill for me.
I saw that picture you posted. That's so nice.
Yeah. Yes. Were you? I think there was a picture where you were running through 380 on Roswell in Roswell, New Mexico.
I think there was.
Yes, I think that was the picture you shared with me. Yeah.
There's so many photos and stuff we haven't even looked at. They're out there that it'll just take some days to process when we get done.
I want to touch on something you told me in the early days when we talked several days ago. You said, because we have so much divisiveness going on in the country right now. Right. There's just so much hatred among. I miss the patriotism post 9/11 when the country came together. But what you're doing, you told me you're seeing so many people coming together and supportive for our veterans, and so many people of all walks of life helping you, and you see the goodness of people out there, right? That's what it's all about.
Absolutely, Tell us. I haven't seen. Yeah.
Tell us one nice experience you had with that. With maybe somebody coming through and in a residential neighborhood helping you and cheering you on.
We've had so much of that. Politics haven't come up once. No one's throwing signs of political parties. It's been so many flags, and I tell you, anyone that wants to restore their faith in humanity in the United States, they come on an adventure like this. It does do it because the people are out there with flags. They're waving. There's guys trying to throw money at us in between. We went through Knoxville, and this is just one example. It's been the whole United States. Just crowds of people on the sides. It's like 1 in the morning, and people are on their lawn chairs, on their sidewalks.
Oh, that's cool.
Just with their flags, getting up, setting their alarms because the flag's going by their spot.
See, that's awesome. I bet that's a good feeling.
Oh, it's an incredible feeling.
Oh, God bless
America. And I think the majority of Americans, they will help each other out in a heartbeat. It's just when you get trapped in that news cycle and the fringes on the left, the fringes on the right, but really there's so many people, the majorities and the 90% they're just good people and they all want to get along and support America and support the great country we have and the flag.
Yes, and get out and do something. Like, you're actually all out there doing something. Get off your keyboards, get off of social media, don't attack people. Go out and do something in your community. Connect to the people that you normally wouldn't connect with and see how alike they are to you, right?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone go a mile walk or 2 mile walk and come back and say they feel worse. Very rare, So you get out there and walk and start moving, even just a little bit, a mile or two, you always feel a little bit better. That's just the body's normal reaction,
So let me ask you this: what's the plan for afterwards? Because I mean, this is grueling. You're putting your body through some extreme conditions. I'm assuming there's going to be after effects, right? So what's
there are, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's interesting. But guess what? I'll be doing a shakeout run the very next day.
Hoorah. This is why I dubbed him an honorary jarhead.
Right,
because when we were doing the circumpolar race around, there was no rest. Zach lives by, I'll sleep when I die, okay? I'll sleep when I'm dead, so...
Yeah, I won't probably go at the paces we've been going, but I'll definitely run the next... Because that'll get that'll get the body recovering quicker if I can just keep moving a little bit. I won't be, like I said, going the speeds we're doing on this, but I'll definitely run within 24 hours of finishing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that it's, I don't know. I mean, because how many days have you been running?
This is day 15 today.
This is day 15. Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot. I give you a lot of credit.
I think we're close to over 200 now each.
Yeah, because I don't think I could do that for one day, let alone for 15 days straight. I don't know, man. You're a better man than me on that one, good man. There's no way.
And your projected day and time again to finish is Sunday
at... DC is right around 1400, Eastern time. So if everything goes the way it plans, we have no hiccups, that should be the time. And we got all kinds of family. And my wife, Tracy, who you met on Memorial Day when you came down during the craw. Yes. We did that event down there. Tracy's there, and my daughter. A lot of people are going to be there. That's going to be quite an event.
Yeah,
and then we'll spend a couple days relaxing there.
Yeah. I really wish I could be there. I was going to try to go meet up with you as your team went through Clarksville, but I just can't get all the way down there.
I mean, just do a little segue and make your way over here first before you extend it a day or two.
Right. For sure.
Oh gosh. Goodness gracious! Oh, you know what I'm curious about? Tell me what, and then I want you to give a shout out to who all your teammates are too, all the other folks with you. But what's a typical? So you will run with the flag, you hand it off to another teammate, you go inside the RV, and then what do you do? What's your regimen? Do you do with food and body work and rest?
Yeah. So as soon as we get off the flag, we have these compression boots that we get in almost immediately. We plug them in. We get 15 to 20 minutes or so, and then make 2 or 3 drinks. Start pounding the drinks, the electrolytes. Start getting some more food in us. As it starts getting later in the day, once we're half over, most of us will start eating more solid foods as we start to get to the end of the halfway through the day, and then as soon as we're done, of course, we're starting to hammer protein shakes and as much food as we got a great company called Rebuilt Meals that's given us all these meals. They're awesome. They're pre-made with all the healthy stuff in them. We just keep them in the refrigerator, outside in the coolers, and get that. But then, it's a tough rotation because you're in those boots, but then you got to get ready. And for about half of this journey, we didn't have RV drivers. So we were doing RV driving too and navigating. So you imagine recovery was shit. And to be honest, we were on day 2, we were running through Arizona. Kristen Sinema, the senator, was on a bicycle. She was running with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was super cool. She's an awesome woman. But she just randomly was asking all of us, what's one thing that you wish you had? And all of us, without even in coordination, said, God, to have an RV driver. And so I think when it was done, she kind of talked to the directors and was like, why in the hell don't you have a damn RV driver? Why do you have your runners driving these RVs when they're supposed to recover? She's out front asking them directly. And then 2 days later, they came up with a plan, and now we got RV drivers, which is a tremendous help.
That is awesome. Yeah, that is a good story because that is somebody who made it happen and got it done for you guys. Mm-hmm. So that's cool.
Yeah, she's a big supporter of veterans too.
That is, yes. Oh, no kidding.
So at this moment that you're talking to us, where are you, and where's the runner running? Who has the flag?
The flag, I'd have to actually pull up the iPad or pull up my link. I don't have it right now exactly where the flag is. I think Cole might try to get it for me. But real quick, while if he pulls that up, my teammates to my right sitting down is Cole DeRosa, incredible teammate. And then we got Johnny Glenn, awesome teammate. And then we got Mary Christ. And our combined age of our team, you're not going to believe it, is by far the oldest. It's 210 years old. We're all over the age of 50. It's just incredible. We're the kind of the older team. So there's a little bit much maturity there. We don't quite panic like some of the younger teams they're going a little faster than us, granted. But we kind of hold things together, that the maturity maybe pays off a little bit. We are currently just outside at Kingsport. We're east of Kingsport. Okay. The flag is east of Kingsport. And we're in Knoxville, personally, going back to that commitment. But the flag is east of Kingsport, headed to Dorsey. And I estimated about 400 miles away, I think. Yeah, heading to Bristol, Tennessee. Everyone knows Bristol, Tennessee, where the big race is.
And I see you now. I see the little blue marker. I'm tracking you with the tracking link.
Cole just pulled that up. Yep.
That's such beautiful area you're into right now.
Oh, it is.
It absolutely is.
And the police support through Lexington was incredible. I mean, they had. I felt bad for the traffic behind us. It was late at night, but granted, but they had probably 4 to 6 motorcycle cops to the left of us, in front of us, behind us. They weren't letting nobody drive by. So eventually they had to figure out we got to go around in some way. So we had this big bubble we were in for like 30 miles. It was incredible. And then we got, I think through Kingsport, they didn't like the route. So they made the white team who's on the flag go a different way, which I don't think our race directors were crazy about, but sometimes that happens.
Okay, so you said you wanted to raise $1 million, right? You're at 300 something and some change right now.
Show that. Yeah.
What is the plans for that? What are you guys supporting?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. That directly goes back to veterans that want to do these sort of events, need some help, mental health, physical health, any of that stuff. So, for example, they had a big Mount Kilimanjaro trip where they, you could put in to go do this, and it's all expenses paid. They do that. They do a lot of rucking and hiking trips. All of it's free. They connect with Spartan races. You can go to Spartan races for free.
That's awesome.
They do University Health and Performance. UHP is a veterans organization in Arkansas that has a wonderful facility, hundreds of acres, where you can go there and learn to be a physical fitness trainer to go back and help out veterans with that, with other mental health, resiliency, and they'll pay veterans constantly. They're turning over hundreds a week of sending veterans there for free, and they pay for the travel, they pay for the flights, and veterans that kind of were disconnected and kind of running astray, they go to this, and the results are amazing. They're coming back out of it rejuvenated. They've met new friends. That bonding that they have in the military, because you spend all this time in the Army, you're all structured. You got this time. You got to get the 6:30. You got to do PT. But all of a sudden, with a blink of an eye, there's no more structure. It's all got to do. You got to do it yourself. So they get rejuvenated with that, and it's incredible. So yeah, this is one of those organizations where they turn around all that money and give it right back to veterans because there's no cost in going to any of the events that help with physical activity. Mm-hmm.
I like that you found something that's helped you, and what you're doing is you're making it available for other people to maybe get help the same way, I mean, everybody is different with what helps them, but I guarantee you there's a lot of people that would probably benefit from something like this. I think that's great. That's a good one, man. I like that.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, and everybody may not be able to be an ultra runner and run across the country like Zach and his other veteran teammates are doing. But movement is good for everybody, and Team Red, White, and Blue has been devoted to to recreation and well-being and wellness programs for decades, and they do so much good. We have Team Red, White, and Blue in the Chicagoland area, in the greater Chicagoland area. We also have some chapters in Northwest Indiana, which is where we are located, and they are invaluable. And so, Zach, I'm looking. It looks like you're going to go through Bristol. Also, is that?
Yep, the flag is almost to Bristol now, I think.
Ah, beautiful. And is that? Let's see, North Carolina or? Excuse me.
Bristol's just Tennessee, right on the border.
It's still Tennessee. It's still Tennessee. Okay, and then you're going into West Virginia. It looks like, or Virginia.
Do we hit? I thought we went straight into Virginia.
Yeah, you go into Virginia. You're going to go into Lynchburg and Charlottesville, and then you're going.
Virginia will be the last state. Yeah.
Yes, and then into Washington, our wonderful capital, and you're going over to the Global War on Terrorism Memorial, correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's right. And I think it was a total of 11 states. 11 states total, and it's a fun fact I tell everybody, just because I like fun facts and figures. One of our teammates, Cole, happened to be on the flag when we went through 200 meters of Illinois. So he will be the only runner of the 12 that will have the distinction of saying he ran in every single state. So that's just kind of a fun little.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's
it was in Cairo, where it crosses the bridge over the Mississippi and Ohio meet right there, and there's just literally 200 meters of Illinois. It cuts right back over into Kentucky.
Wow!
All 50 states.
Yes. Now, do you have a list of all the names of your teammates? Do you want to give them? Do you have that accessible to you?
Yeah, I can text them to you for sure.
Okay, yeah, I want to give them a shout out as well.
Yes.
And tell them thank you. And they are all veterans, correct? Are any of them active or?
Oh, no, this time RWB wanted all veterans on this one. Mm-hmm. There has been some talk next year of some big plans, and I'll just give you a little bit of it. They want to eventually, I don't know if it'll happen next year, they want to do this perhaps as soon as next year, every service doing it. So Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Space Force, all
six?
All running the team across the United States.
Wow.
And I don't know how the logistics would even look like. They'd have to stagger the teams, of course, because traffic would be insane if you had them all start at the same time. But, yeah, that's the next thing. And it wouldn't surprise me that they had this goal, to do this one, and a big goal, and then they pulled it off. We're almost done.
You're motivating me to get my health back. You know that just by this.
You're going to do it. I know you are.
You're really inspiring me.
You're going to do it.
Yeah,
you're going to do it.
I got to get my running legs back. Maybe I can join you on your next.
Yeah, you're absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Those 4,000 miles you did it's still just awesome. I tell everybody about it. I just can't believe how many miles you did in 1 year.
Well, that little SARS-CoV-2 bug that causes COVID. Right. Yeah, that hit me, and I got something called long COVID. But I'm not letting it get me down, Sergeant Major. I'm not my honorary jarhead. And I want to let everybody know too that you are a combat veteran. You've seen several deployments, and I want to thank you and so is co-host Steve here, Mr. Steve Bramer. Steve is a Purple Heart recipient, and I want to thank you so much for your service. Can you tell us a little bit about where you served most recently, and also if you want to tell us about any of your most recent combat tours, if you want to mention that at all?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been out now. It's crazy. 2015 I retired, but 25 years in the Army. From a small town in Washington State in the mountains, Cascade Mountain Range, a little town called Cleolum. Did 25 years. I was honored to come in as an E1. I'm glad I did. The lowest rank. You have no rank even on your college, so that's kind of fun. And then I served every single one of those, E1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to Command Sergeant Major, which is cool because I relate to so many veterans that way. So one of the things people forget, 80% of our veterans are enlisted. And 20% are on the officer rank.
I didn't know that.
And so when you even look at this, when you look at the makeup of this team, even it's great and it's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't make up the 80%, 20% ratio. It's probably 63% officers and 37% enlisted on this trip. So that's kind of off a little bit, that balance. But it's 80% enlisted, 20% officers in there for veterans as a whole. So yeah, I had that 25 years. I've served in 14 different duty stations. Fort Campbell's a recent one, and we retired there and built our home there, a dream home. My wife is a nurse on the hospital on post still. I still work on post, so that's good. I did serve in both Iraq and Afghanistan with combat units, of course, with 3rd ACR and 101st Airborne Air Assault Division. So, yeah.
And thank you. Thank you to both
When were you in Iraq?
2003, 2004, right at the start.
Oh, that was
a little bit before you went, right?
Yeah, I got there right after you.
Yeah.
We staggered we rolled through Fallujah when it was a quiet, sleepy little town.
Yeah.
Before it came Fallujah itself, a couple days later.
You know, I got a funny story. When we were driving up through Iraq, because we started in Kuwait, we had to drive all the way up to Mosul. And we started driving, and you see people everywhere, except this one little town. Nobody was outside. But you saw these soldiers with this black feather that came out of their hat. So we stopped at Forward Base Anaconda, and we asked. And then the Brits, they were like, oh, those are the Italians. Those Italians don't mess around.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's
hilarious. Black feather?
Black feather that came out of their helmet.
What did that signify, the black feather? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Makes you wonder.
I'm going to look that up now. But did you have any idea, Zach, what that...
No, I was just thinking, what could that be?
Yeah. But it was, that was a good time. Sometimes it was a good time. But anyways, so, it's good that you're doing this and you're keeping busy. I applaud you. I think you're doing a great job. I've always said that the best officers were officers that were NCO first.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I don't know why, but I've had great experience with officers who were NCOs first.
Two of my teammates are that. Cole and Johnny were both enlisted first. Before Johnny went to the Chief Warrant Officer ranks with the Special Forces, he's a Green Beret. And Cole DeRosa started out as enlisted and made it all the way up to Colonel.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so it's amazing. What makes things like this successful is they surround yourself with incredible people. So when you have all these incredible people around you, it no matter what adversity they throw at us, we're going to make it happen.
You certainly are. And are you in Bristol yet? Have you pulled into Bristol, or are you pretty close?
No, because we're back in Knoxville for that vitamin shop thing.
Okay.
The flag's up there towards Bristol, yeah.
Well, when do you run again, Zach, with the flag?
We're going to catch up to the flag and grab it at 1800 Eastern Time.
Okay, so at 6 p.m. today, you're going to be running again.
Yep, we'll be running again. Yep.
All right.
We'll have 8 hours, and we're motivated because tomorrow will be the last day for Team Red running. So, this has just been incredible. I want to just take some time to pause and just soak it all in, but everything happens in a blur. Mm-hmm. I mean, everything is lightning speed. It's incredible. We were just talking about going through New Mexico the other day, and that seems like 6 months ago, someone said. That seems like a different deployment, someone said. It's crazy.
Wow.
And you should take a minute to breathe it in and enjoy it, because it is going to go by fast.
It will. I just have to keep telling myself, just enjoy the moments. It's just because you're right. That's another reason why I'll probably start running right away, even though it's so just to process everything. Because running helps me process more, because it's going to be a lot to process when we're done.
Yeah.
So do you want to give a shout out to your other teammates? The names of your teammates? Do you have that accessible?
Yeah, yep. You want me to send that to you in a text?
Yeah, sure. Send that to me in a text. I will announce them as well and thank them for their service and for this amazing feat that they are accomplishing with you.
I will.
Still can't wrap my head around it, quite frankly, and I just don't even know what to say. I really wish I could meet you there.
Can you do us a favor?
When you finish.
Can you take a picture of you and your group and send it to us?
Oh, for sure.
I would love that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely will. Yep.
That's cool.
I'll do that for sure.
Yeah, send it right away.
I'll send it to Connie. Yeah, I'll send it to Connie in a text or something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That'd be great.
Cool.
That would be great.
And if you could remind me, Connie, because it's going to be absolute mayhem when I'm there.
I know.
You might even want to text that to Tracy if you still have her number, and she'll take one and send it to you.
I shall.
Because my mind will be everywhere.
That's actually a good idea. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know how these are.
She's got Miss Tracy's number, and my wife. They get along great, so she'll just text her, and Tracy will take the picture. It was funny. Tracy was describing to me some of my teammates because my mind's always on something or the next thing. And she told someone he's like a computer with like 7-8 browsers open, and he doesn't close them all, and they're just all I was like, wow, that's pretty good.
Well, isn't it wonderful when we're blessed to have family members and loved ones who do crew for us like this with these events?
My wife and my family, and as I was coming, Nashville, I didn't get to hug them, didn't get to stand up. I screamed, I blew them kisses, but we went over that bridge with the flag. There was so many people there. My family was there, and it's just a blink. I see them, I see celebrities, and then before you know it, down the road, we're on a dark street, and just this RV. And so that's the thing. You're so high on that, and you're so charged up. But then, of course, this, Connie, as a runner, the crashes then you sink right to the bottom after such a big high.
Yes. You get the blues, the post-event blues. I hope do you have something set up to do after this so that you can, keep moving and not get those blues?
I'm just going to try to stay busy. Like I said, I'm going to be back at Poplar Springs where my house is, where you've been, and I got like Beautiful. 5 days off, and I'm going to spend time with the dogs. I'm going to keep moving, walking, hiking, running, get on my tractor and mow the yard. And I can't wait to do all that stuff.
Well, you have a beautiful, you are surrounded by wooded area and nature. So goodness gracious.
Very helpful.
Yeah. Zach also race directed a Memorial Day trail race that started from and ended at his home. When was that? 2020?
So that was the same year we did
that we were doing Craw, right.
Yeah, those miles actually counted for that. Yeah.
They did. Absolutely, because we counted those miles. Yeah. We ran wherever we were running in real time, and then we counted them toward the virtual miles for whole event.
That's right.
And that was one of the most wonderful experiences. And you lived near such beautiful nature.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah,
pastures and woods and trails and water.
I'm so fortunate. Yeah,
you're very lucky.
I cannot wait to get back to that. That's part of what's fueling me too.
Well, we wish we could be there to herald your team in at the finish in Washington, D.C. But we will be there in spirit, I assure you.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Yes, you'll be with me for sure.
And we're so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Yeah, you were doing a really good thing.
You guys.
Yeah, we are very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you guys. And it was an honor to be on the show. I'm glad it worked out and I was able to come on.
Oh, yeah, and I don't want to say goodbye to you quite yet. Do you have those names of your other teammates? I want to give them a big shout out.
Yes.
Yeah, yep. While you're getting that, let's just...
we have Cole DeRosa.
Okay.
Yep. And then we have Johnny Glenn. And then we have Mary Christ.
And what branches?
All of us are in the Army.
Okay. Any Marines?
We do. But Lindsay, she's a badass woman. In her 30s, that's a Marine. You can look her up on that stuff. You can find Lindsay Caslow. She's on Team White. She's badass. She's a Marine. Yep.
So the names you gave us was team. What team was that? Red.
Team Red.
Team Red.
Yeah.
Do you have?
And if you go on the Team RWB website, you can have all that.
I won't screw
up the names or spelling. So just go on that. You'll see everything.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Without me screwing up their spellings and stuff.
Yes. Well, what are you going to do after we stop talking here? Are you going to go lay down for a little while? I imagine you're pretty tired.
No, we got that vitamin shop commitment. We're like minutes away. So I'll have to wrap up. We just parked, so they're waiting on me to get out.
Which vitamin shop location are you at?
What's the address of this vitamin shop, Cameron? Do you know? He's going to pull it up for me. He's got it. I'm talking to Cameron, and while I'm talking to Cameron, is part of the documentary crew that's been with us too. Veteran-made organization. Yeah, go ahead. 10950 Parkside Drive, Knoxville.
Okay, beautiful. Well, beautiful. You give our vitamin shop friends down there in Knoxville a big shout out from the Highland, Indiana Vitamin Shop.
Highland, Indiana. I will.
Yes, and Connie Karras, who is a United States Marine Corps veteran who works there. So
yes, sure, I sure will.
Absolutely. And anything you want to leave us with, Zach? Our country.
Yeah,
any kind of message?
All the people. Yeah, just all the people listening. Like I said, get out there and get moving. You don't have to move a lot. I mean, you can start with, some people just walk to their end of the driveway to get the mail and back, or walk outside and do the steps, get that step meter, and get a goal of setting it at 3,000, 5,000, just get moving, and also get outside and the TV, the social media, step away from that just a little bit, because the fringes on the left or right dominate all that stuff. That's what you're hearing. You're not hearing what most Americans think and act like. So America's a great country. We just went across it at a snail's pace. In about 16 days, we're going to wrap it up. And I saw, you want to restore your faith in humanity, do one of these, because the people, are amazing. The stuff you hear about is just that little small 1%. So America's a great country and will always be.
Hoorah. That's the best advice and message you could send right now. And you're changing lives, and you're bringing us together. We wish you, Steve and I wish you, and Steve, I'll let you say your piece too, and wish them well as well. We're going to close up now, because I know you're going to be stopping at the vitamin shop. But please say, on behalf of WJOB Jed TV Veterans Views and Podcast, we wish you the best. Thank you for what you're doing for our freedom and bringing our country together and making our country healthier. So we thank you.
Thank you so much, Connie.
Yes,
thank
Steve?
you so much. It means everything to me.
Beautiful. Oh, there they are, and Steve found everybody. So, Peter Consalve, 29-year-old veteran, Navy veteran, served as a nuclear surface war officer. And we have Cole DeRosa, a recently retired Army lieutenant colonel and wounded warrior. Served for over 28 years with multiple combat deployments. Johnny Glenn, he is from Georgia. He was a Green Beret. He's spent 21 years with the 3rd Special Forces Group, racking up 10 tours in Afghanistan and 2 in Iraq. Mary Price. Yes, a former U.S. Army major, seamlessly blended her military service with academic athletic pursuits. She's completed 21 ultramarathons, 55 marathons, and numerous other endurance events. Hoorah, Mary. Zach Lever, who we're talking to right now, and Jordan Buck, a U.S. Army veteran. He's former cavalry scout. He stormed onto the scene in 2023, clenched his first debut 50K, never looked back. Course records falling, and 100-miler victories under his belt. He is ready for this mission.
His average pace has been about 650 a mile.
Oh, wow. Hoorah, Jordan. And then we have Roel Gonzalez, and he's an Army veteran. He signed up for Army service with his mother's signature in 2001. Also the ultra endurance crew chief. He always pushes himself beyond his expectations. And what started as a half marathon at Al Assad Air Base evolved into a lifelong pursuit of endurance challenges. Beautiful. Oh, and look, he's done Badwater, Hard Rock, and Moab. Wow.
He's amazing. And that thing about Roel, it says crew chief, but he's a runner. He's been running the whole time. He switched out with Pete.
Wow.
Pete's an interesting story. Peter, that one first guy he got hurt, so we switched out just before this started.
Oh.
Pete, it's a whole other conversation. We could talk for hours, but he's not even out of his 20s yet, and he did a 15,000-mile bike trek across like Europe and Asia and all that stuff.
Wow, that's amazing.
And then you should see the Marine, and that should be it. And they're looking at me like I got to go.
Okay, I'll give a shout out to all these other people. Zach, God bless. God bless your team. God bless America. I'll talk to you on the other side.
Ma'am.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. That was beautiful. And
you want to keep going?
Yeah, there are a few more I want to give a shout out to. They deserve to be recognized. Absolutely. Lindsay Cassow. She doesn't back down from a challenge. She's a Marine Corps veteran also. She has her MP badge and for a role at the Veterans Benefits Administration, but she's not done serving. When she heard about the Old Glory Ultra Relay, she knew it was her next mission. So thank you, Lindsay. Hoorah. Jason Wood, a U.S. Army veteran with 3 combat tours, found healing and purpose through his endurance challenges after struggling with post-traumatic stress and other issues post-service. He's completed numerous ultra distances, including 150 miles in 48 hours on a treadmill for charity. I did that once. That's grueling. Hoorah, Jason. And he's now preparing, of course, he's now running across the country with Team Red, White, and Blue. Beautiful. Thank you, Jason. And Jeremy Adams, an Army veteran also. He's an accomplished marathon runner who defied the odds after being injured in an IED blast in Afghanistan in 2011. He was told he'd never walk again. So look at you now, Jeremy.
Right.
Hoorah. He's a proud member of Team Red, White, and Blue, and he says, there aren't enough words to describe the impact on my life. It has inspired me to continue chasing the best version of myself each and every day. Oh, what a story of triumph over difficulty.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. And thank you, Jeremy, for your selfless service. Joshua Krause, U.S. Navy veteran, search and rescue swimmer, and an ultra-endurance athlete. And his mission is so others may live. That he now drives that home with his pursuit of endurance excellence. So it's always paying it forward, right? So others may live. He's a Boston marathoner, ultra marathoner. He tackles everything from fast 5Ks to grueling 100-milers, and he's striving to inspire others and set an example for fellow veterans through discipline and resilience. Hoorah, Joshua. Zach Polega, he's a West Point graduate and former infantry officer. He served with distinction in the 82nd Airborne Division and 2nd Ranger BN after overcoming significant injuries from a grenade explosion. During a special operations mission, Zach transformed his passion for human performance into a purpose. He's a 2-time DoD Warrior Games competitor for Team SOCOM and now works to improve warfighter readiness with URA's Ring Human Performance Team. Beautiful. And then we have Bill Savage. He's born and raised in Philadelphia. He's a former Army Ranger, paratrooper with the 82nd Airborne Division. His military career included training and combat deployments across 3 continents. And he successfully transitioned his military discipline and endurance into civilian life. Not always easy, becoming an accomplished ultramarathon runner, Ironman 70.3 competitor, and a long-distance cyclist. And then we're almost done. We have Gavin Woody. And Gavin's a West Point and Stanford MBA graduate, a seasoned operations executive and endurance athlete. He has completed over 100 ultramarathons, including wins at prestigious events like the Iditarod Trail Invitational 350 and the Bigfoot 200. And Gavin's commitment to his service extends far beyond his military career as he serves on nonprofit boards supporting outdoor education and avalanche safety in the Pacific Northwest. Thank you to all. Thank you for compiling that, Steve. Thank you to each and every one of these wonderful, selfless serving Team Red, White, and Blue Old Glory Ultra Relay team members setting a world record. They embarked May 2nd from San Diego, California. They are set to finish 3,000 miles later, carrying the U.S. flag when it never stops moving across our country in Washington, D.C. at the Global Terrorism Memorial and in Washington, D.C. I wish I could be there to see them. I wish we could drive down there. We can't, but we will be there in spirit with all of you. And this was just a wonderful honor to talk to Zach Lever. And thank you, sir, also. For your selfless service for our enduring freedom and your entire team. And Steve, you have anything you want to say in closing?
It was an honor. It was an honor talking to him. I mean, that is such a wonderful thing that they're doing, and grueling, dedicated. You gotta be a special type person to run 13 to 17 miles a day at a 7-minute pace. Mm-hmm. Oh God, mm-hmm. Better people than me, because I couldn't do it.
And carrying a U.S. flag,
a
large U.S. flag. Yeah, through all kinds of weather, through nighttime. And then I do remember running 100-milers on streets where there were semis coming so close to us. It was frightening.
Really?
Yeah. That's sometimes you go on highways. I remember the Mother Road 100. It went through Route 66 through Oklahoma, 100 miles through Route 66 on Oklahoma to celebrate the 100th year of the Mother Road and of Route 66. Yeah. And that was frightening. We were lit up like Christmas trees, but these semis were coming so close to us, and they would actually the wind that they would generate. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The wind would almost knock me off my feet sometimes, and especially if it was windy. So. Man. Yeah, so this is amazing what they're doing, and but anyway, the very best wishes to Team Red, White, and Blue Old Glory Ultra Relay Team, and we'll be talking to you. We'll have another podcast with them when they're all finished with this. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? We could interview them, the whole team. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be cool.
That would be awesome. All right. Well, until we see you next time, this is WJOB Veterans Views Podcast, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Hoorah!
You've been listening to Veterans Views Podcast from the JED TV studios on the campus of Purdue Northwest in Hammond, Indiana. Thank you for listening.